Get ready with me while you guys get to know me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Juliana. I thought we could do a get ready with me while you guys get to know me. I've done about like 2 videos like this before on my TikTok account, but when it comes to YouTube, I feel like I just jumped into it and started posting videos without giving an introduction of myself. I thought that's what we could do today. I feel like it'll be so much fun. So I don't get off track. I have full-on notes here, but we're just gonna let the video flow. Okay, so I don't know why I'm nervous. Again, hi. So my name is Juliana. I already said that. I am 23 years old. I turned 24 in June. I am a Gemini. I don't know. I feel like I'm personally not a true Gemini. I feel like I've met some Geminis in my life and it's like, yeah, girl, you're definitely a Gemini. But for me, I feel like I don't necessarily give Gemini characteristics. But it's so funny because I feel like the people in my life would say differently. I feel like sometimes I can have my moments where I am definitely being a true Gemini, but I don't feel like that's all the time. I'm from the DMV. I was born in DC. I currently live in Maryland. I like the area that I live in. Like, there's no complaints at all, but I just want to get out and I want to live somewhere else, but it's just so expensive to live on your own. Let's talk siblings. I have 1 older brother, 2 older sisters, and 1 younger brother. I'm the middle child. Definitely feel like I have middle child syndrome. I feel like that's also the reason why if I were to ever have kids, I just want 1 kid. I feel like that's more than enough, so that way I can just focus on that 1 kid. Nobody feels left out. Plus that kid will have tons of cousins just in case they feel like, oh, I'm an only child, I'm an only child. No, you have so many cousins because I have tons of nieces and nephews. So let's talk a little bit about the jobs that I had. My first job was at Nordstrom. I got the job when I was 16 years old. I loved it. I say it all the time. If I were to ever go back to working retail, I would go back to Nordstrom. I worked in the juniors department. I feel like that was perfect for me because at the time I was a junior, 16, and I stopped working at Nordstrom when I was 19. The location that I worked at, they got shut down due to COVID. I miss that location all the time. I feel like the mall is so empty without that Nordstrom there. After that, I was unemployed for a few months, and then I started working at a boutique in downtown Annapolis called Brightside Boutique. I started off by modeling for Brightside, and then from there I saw that they had a position open for a sales associate at their Annapolis location. So I applied and I got the job. When I worked at that job, I moved up pretty quickly. When I started working at Brightside, I was 20 years old and I was store manager at 21. Due to that job, I thought it would be fun to start posting my outfits to TikTok. So I thought I'd start doing little outfits of the days to my like 18 followers. This is what I'm wearing today. I have to go to work. It's Black Friday. I have to go to work and you guys are gonna help me pick out an outfit. Get dressed with me for work. Let's get dressed for work. Get dressed with me. I have to go to work today. Get dressed with me for work. Final look. So cute. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye. I did that and I stuck with it, which is crazy because all the other things I've done in my life, I never stuck with it. I always quit. I was constantly posting, no matter what the views were, no matter what. I was just staying consistent with it, and then eventually I started to gain a following. I want to say about a year or maybe 2 years into doing that, I got my first brand deal. And once things really started to take off and I realized maybe I could do this full time is when I was the store manager at Brightside. I asked my mom, would it be okay for me to quit being store manager so that way I can focus my time on doing something that I'm really passionate about and that I could see becoming a really amazing thing. Eventually I got signed to management for social media. Last May I quit working at Brightside to do social media full time, so it's almost been a year. I'm like so grateful for the opportunities and for the experiences that I've had while doing this. It's always been something that I wanted to do. I just never knew how I would get there. Growing up, I would pretend to make my own YouTube videos. The fact that it's into reality is, it makes me want to cry every single time I think about it, because this is a dream come true. I feel like there's still other things that I would like to do. A part of me would love to do social media for a brand. I want to be like the social media manager for a brand. That's like my next goal. Okay, next let's talk about music. I love music so much. I will listen to pretty much anything. My all-time favorite though, I love Harry Styles. If you can't tell, I love Harry. I've seen him multiple times in concert. He just brings me so much joy. He makes me so happy. Every single time I think about Harry Styles, I want to cry. Some artists that I'm currently obsessing over right now, Dominic Fike. I started listening to Dominic Fike when I was like 18. I've been listening to a lot of George Michael and Wham. I'm like in my 80s vibe. I'm honestly not mad at it. I've been listening to the Supremes a lot. I'm always confused as to how Drake always ends up in my Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year, but it's literally because I stream Drake a lot. I listen to a lot of Drake. Snow Allegra and the Backseat Lovers. Another thing that I love is going to concerts. I have been going to concerts since I was like 4 or 5. My first concert was for B5. I need to listen to their music more. I've seen the Jonas Brothers so many times I can't even count anymore. I've seen Miley Cyrus. I've seen Lil Uzi like 3 times. Who else? I've seen Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott, Omar Apollo multiple times, SZA. I know there's more, but I can't think. Like, one thing about me, I will not miss a concert, and I feel like I get that from my mom. I'm always shocked by the people who my mom has seen in concert, so I just feel like I am the same way. Plus, I just love the feeling you get when you're at a concert. It's like you're on a roller coaster. Like, the adrenaline rush is insane. Let's talk tattoos. I have 2 tattoos. I have this one right here. This is my favorite tattoo. It is my grandmommy's signature, Barbara. A few years before she passed, I had her write her name down on a piece of paper in different fonts, and I was like, it's gonna be my first tattoo that I get. It's my favorite thing. The other tattoo I have is on the back of my arm. It says 2000, which is the year I was born. The reason why I got this was because when we were cleaning out my grandmommy and poppy's house, I found a piece of paper that my poppy had written down on, and it said June 4th, 2000. That's obviously my full birthday. This is the 2000 from that piece of paper in my poppy's handwriting. I would love this one more if it wasn't so splotchy. It's just not good at all, and it sticks up so bad, and I wanted it way smaller. At the time I thought that that was how small I wanted it, but no, I wish it was smaller, and I wish I didn't do red ink. Like, it's just, I'm not a fan. I love my poppy, I love him so much, but I hate this tattoo. I want to get it removed so bad, but I can't do pain. When it comes to piercings, I have 7 on this ear, 4 on this ear. It's very rare that I wear all of my ear piercings. I got my nose pierced when I was like 14. I was either 13 or 14. It was right before my freshman year of high school. I loved it at first. I mean, you're 13, 14 with your nose pierced, like you think you're on top of the world, but I wish I never did it because I went through a lot with that nose piercing. I was a cheerleader in high school. I constantly had to take it out or get a retainer put in, and the retainers were not fun. They hurt really bad. I've actually gotten that spot re-pierced 2 times. My favorite place I've traveled to is Japan. I traveled to Japan at 16 years old. It was just me, my sister, and my friend Morgan. We were going to visit my friend Elise. Her mom was stationed in Japan. Japan is just, I loved it. I took Japanese all 4 years in high school. It was really cool because I was able to understand some things that were being said. It's so hard to talk and do lip liner at the same time, so just give me a second. I'm gonna talk about some hobbies that I have. The first one has to be thrifting. I could spend hours in a thrift store. What other hobbies do I have? It's not necessarily a hobby, but it's just something that I love to do right now. I love to just get in the car and listen to my music on the highest volume and drive. And that might sound crazy because if you know me, you know I don't like to drive. A little hobby that my mom and I started is puzzles. I love doing a puzzle. It really challenges you. I love to journal. That's something I started during quarantine, and I have not been able to stop journaling since. I feel like I feel a lot more confident talking about the things that I think about if it's written down. When someone asks me like what's wrong, I can't really put into words how I feel, but when I'm writing it down, all of a sudden she's an open book. I can talk about anything. And maybe that's because I know that the the paper isn't gonna judge me or make me feel weird about what I'm thinking. I'm definitely looking for more hobbies and more things to do. Here's the final look. I don't know what this video is gonna come out as. I have to see it when I edit it. And hopefully you guys are able to figure out a little bit more about me. I just feel like I was talking so much, but hopefully that was a good thing. Let me know if you guys want another one. I can think of more things. If you guys have any questions about me, let me know. I can answer them down below. But yeah, I think I'm done. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had so much fun talking about myself. Check out my other socials. They're all at Julianna V Lipscomb. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.